Hey everyone, Sweet Johnny Cage here, back with another guide for Dark Souls Remastered. This time I'm going to show you how to get the trophy Bond of a Pyromancer. This walkthrough will work for all versions of the game, including the PS3, 360, and Prepare to Die editions of the original non-remastered version. The way this guide is arranged is first I will show you how to get the pyromancies that you loot off of corpses, as well as get out of treasure chests throughout the world. Those are in alphabetical order. And then after that, I'll show you all the vendors that sell multiple spells each, as well as the Covenant that sells a couple pyromancies. So without further ado, let's get started. First up is Acid Surge. You find this in the Painted World of Ariamis, down here in the Vlad the Impaler section, just past the door. And it's behind this little wall, and it's on this corpse. Next up is Black Flame. This one is not required for the trophy. That's what NRFT means. This one can be found in the Chasm of the Abyss in the Artorias of the Abyss DLC, so it's really far in. Going to be one of the last things you get in the entire game if you leave the DLC till last. And again, this is also all in the same location in the original version, but Dark Souls Remastered does have the DLC built in, so you don't need to make a separate purchase or anything. Anyway, from the shortcut, you are just going to walk down this hill, and then I make a quick cut here just because I sort of went in a different direction. But you're going to keep going down the hill along the left path. And then you're going to have some humanity sprites here of all shapes and sizes. So there's a couple of really big ones, a couple medium-sized ones, and a couple of the humanity babies. So you want to take care of all of these. These guys have a pretty decent chance of dropping humanity, although I find the skeleton babies a bit easier to farm. And for a spell later on with the Chaos Servant Covenant, you will need to donate 30 soft humanity. We'll get to that in a little bit. But these guys are a decent way to farm humanity if you're running low. So this corpse right here, guarded by the skeleton baby, or the humanity baby, is Black Flame. Again, not required for the trophy. Chaos Fire Whip can be found in Lost Izalith, just past the Bed of Chaos fog door. So you want to keep running this direction. And there's a Chaos Eater here. These things are my least favorite enemies in the entire Souls series. I hate looking at these things. But there's a chest right here, and inside is Chaos Fire Whip. Let's go ahead and loot that. Next up, back in the Painted World of Ariamis, is Fire Surge. This one is really hidden. You want to go down to the basement. I do have all the Bone Wheel skeletons dead here, although this one freaked me out because it sort of despawned into a wall. But you want to go down the well, and then you want to just start heading towards the central chamber, and then you want to turn left down here, then make another left and a quick right, and then you can go up a staircase here into a broken building, and then there is a bloated hollow here. It will not attack you. If you kill it with a fire weapon, it will not spit out the toxic poison. Otherwise, just hit it once and quickly back up. But this corpse always has the Fire Surge loot on it. Next up, we have Poison Mist. This is sold by Eyngi, which we'll get to later, but it is also available on a corpse in Blighttown across from the lower bonfire. So that's the lower bonfire tunnel there, and then you want to walk around this pillar, and Poison Mist can be found on this corpse right here. Next up, we have Power Within. This one's pretty easy. You just want to kill the wall tick that looks a lot like a primeval demon from Demon Souls. At least the originals, definitely not in Demon Souls Remake. But this corpse right here has Power Within. Now that we've done all the ones in the world, we can start getting to vendors. The first up is Laurentius of the Great Swamp. He is located in the first section of the Depths. So once you kill the Capra Demon, you'll get the key to the Depths, and then the entrance isn't far away from Capra Demon itself. There are a lot of hollows here. Most of them have swords, but some of them do have torches. These guys can really ruin a playthrough. They do serious damage, as you can see right there. Especially if they just start running towards you with their torch, that can really, really mess you up. So we're going to kill all these guys, and then we also have to kill a butcher, but the butcher doesn't always drop down unless you're standing in a specific spot. So I'll show you where that is now. Sometimes it'll just sort of stand up on this platform up here. Right there, there's the butcher, there she is. So as you can see, I get really close to her. She doesn't move. It's not until I sort of walk backwards that she drops down. In this room, she is guarding Laurentius of the Great Swamp. So just roll into these barrels to free him. He has a pretty low aggro amount, I should say. Like, you can hit him a couple times and he won't turn aggressive, but you always want to roll into barrels to free people. Once Laurentius is freed, he will move back to Firelink Shrine, I think after you kill the Gaping Dragon. It might be right away. But he sits right here, and he sells a number of spells. His unique offerings are Flash Sweat and Iron Flesh. Combustion, Fire Orb, and Fireball are all sold by Quelana of Izalith, who we will get to in a little bit. Laurentius will also give you your first Pyromancy Flame, unless you've spoken to Eyngi at this point. He will also give you one, I think. But as long as you say no, you don't mind learning Pyromancy, you don't have anything against them, he will offer to teach you his Pyromancies, and he'll give you a Pyromancy Flame. He can also upgrade your Pyromancy Flame to up to plus 15. So it just costs souls, it doesn't cost any materials, but this is how you level up your Pyromancy Flame to plus 15. But only Quelana can ascend it. So that's Laurentius. Moving on, it is now time to access the Chaos Servant Covenant and Eyngi, as well as the Fair Lady. After you ring the second Bell of Awakening, or maybe it's your first, down in Blighttown, you want to fall down this hole or just take the stairs, either way, and then there is an illusory wall right here. If you're playing online, chances are you'll see all the hints. But this is the Daughter of Chaos bonfire, as well as the way to enter the Chaos Servant Covenant. This is Eyngi. We're going to come back to him in a little bit, but first we need to speak with the Fair Lady and join the Covenant. In order to get the big reward out of this Covenant, we need to donate 30 soft humanity. But first, when we join the Covenant, we will get the Great Chaos Fireball Pyromancy. You'll notice that Quelana's sister, or I guess it's Quelana's sister, but we call her the Fair Lady. You'll notice that she's speaking to me. She will only speak if you are wearing the Old Witch's Ring, which is a starting item, and then I believe there's a trade to make with Snuggly the Crow back in the Undead Asylum. I'm pretty sure there's a trade to make to get it. But what you want to do to get the Chaos Storm Pyromancy is to crack open 30 humanity. This way your soft humanity counter in the top left, the one next to your life and stamina bar, you want to make that counter say 30. So I'm going to open 29 here because I already had one, I think. But you want to make that counter say 30, and that is soft humanity. We're going to donate 30 soft humanity to the Fair Lady. And in doing so, we're going to rank up our Chaos Servant Covenant rank to +2. And in doing so, we will get the Chaos Storm Pyromancy. This will also allow us to open the shortcut door in between the Demon Ruins and Lost Izalith. So that's how you actually open that big door right before the Demon Fire Stage. Donate 30 soft humanity, you'll get the Pyromancy, and you can also open the door. Next up, we're going to get Toxic Mist. And in order to do this, we need to get a Stage 2 egg infection, I think it's called. And in order to do that, we must get grabbed by one of these egg sack dudes. Here in the Demon Ruins, most of them are passive. You can kick these guys once and they will turn aggressive. However, there's a couple really far down the hill that are aggressive on their own. They'll start crawling towards you. What you want to do is you want to get hit by their grab attack. It's a really obvious animation. It is not that, that's just a hit. This is the grab animation. So a disgusting worm comes out of the egg sack, it bites you, and then what you need to do is you need to let 5 minutes and 20 seconds pass. You don't have to stand still, you can do whatever you like, but you gotta let 5 minutes and 20 seconds pass. After 5 minutes and 20 seconds, the infection will get worse and your head will turn into an egg. At this stage, you can speak with Eyngi again and you will gain his trust. After you gain his trust, he will start to sell you pyromancies, one of which is Poison Mist and the other one is Toxic Mist. He will only sell these to you after you have a stage 2 infection, and it's the only way to get the infection. He will also give you an egg vermifuge, which you may have some of in your bags, but you use these to get rid of the infection. If you don't want to get rid of the infection, you don't have to. However, your souls acquired from kills will be cut in half, and after the egg absorbs 100,000 souls, your kick animation changes. It's another stage of the parasite infection, but you can still use an egg vermifuge to cure it. One thing to note is that you can still crack open the soul items, and you will get the full amount, but half of it will count towards the infection, but you won't lose the half. It's a little weird. The final pyromancy vendor that we're going to visit is Quelana of Izalith. Quelana of Izalith is pretty unique in that she only appears in your world if you have a plus 10 Pyromancy Flame or higher. Alternatively, she will also appear in your world if you summon a white or yellow phantom and that person has a plus 10 Pyromancy Flame or higher. It's a little interesting. Quelana sells a number of high-grade pyromancies. She sells Fire Whip, Firestorm, Great Combustion, Great Fireball, and Undead Rapport. Just like Laurentius of the Great Swamp, she also sells Combustion, Fire Orb, and Fireball. Fire Tempest is only gifted to you by Quelana after you defeat a Bed of Chaos. Alternatively, you can kill her before you kill Bed of Chaos, and she will drop Fire Tempest. I don't really recommend killing her because she doesn't drop anything other than Fire Tempest, and you have to kill the Bed of Chaos anyway in this game. But if you're just trying to get this really quickly on, maybe New Game Plus 3 or 4, you might have forgotten, I understand. Go ahead and kill her. But again, she will only appear in your world if you have a plus 10 Pyromancy Flame or higher. Quelana can also ascend your Pyromancy Flame past plus 15 to be even stronger. She's the only one in the game who can do this. Laurentius can boost it to plus 15, so can Quelana, but she's the only one who can give you the ascended Pyromancy track. But that's it. That's all the Pyromancies in the game and all the Pyromancy vendors in the game. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave a comment. I'll do my best to help you out. If you're looking for more guides for Dark Souls Remastered, please subscribe to the channel so you get alerted when new guides go live. If you're interested in supporting the channel monetarily, please consider becoming a channel member by clicking the blue join button below this video. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter and on Twitch, and as always, I'll be Johnny Cage. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Thank you. I am blessed to have met you. I suppose I can call you fool no longer. Thank you.